An estuary is where the river meets the ocean, but it's much more complex than that because some of our rivers have a lot of flow in them, some of our rivers don't have very much flow in them. And so our estuaries are really complex. They're the area that's got water that isn't quite salty but isn't quite fresh. Very specialised environment that many of our native plants and animals need to live in. Climate change is going to be incredibly important for our estuaries. They're environments that are quite susceptible to climate change, and the government in its recent reports by the Marine Estate Management Authority has identified that climate change and many of the problems that go along with it are going to be one of the greatest threats to our marine environments in the next 20 to 50 years. We actually don't know a lot about the effects of climate change, and particularly climate change in estuaries. Most of the research that you've heard about has actually been done out in the open ocean, and the story in estuaries is not nearly as well researched. So the government's coastal node has funded a project that's putting together this guide, and this guide will be incredibly useful for our local councils and the other managers of our estuaries and of their catchments, so they can understand the sort of impacts that might occur from climate change, and they'll be able to be planning to either to adapt to those or to mitigate or to stop those sorts of impacts from happening.